Okay. Well, good morning, Sue. How are you today?
Am so good. I said it this morning. I'm so glad to be doing this because I haven't seen you in weeks.
I know we talked when you were in the mountains in the car, but we didn't see each other.
We didn't see each other. Like we tend to, like every couple weeks, be able to do that. Like, oh, let's just chat for a couple minutes.
I know, and we haven't floss tossed. I don't even know what our show is called anymore.
Call Floss stuff. It's been a while, but that's okay.
Life happens. I was in Hawaii.
You were in Hawaii.
I know that seems like a blur. It doesn't even seem like it happened, but we eked
Well,
out a little spring break trip with the two young adult men of our family.
so lovely.
I know. It was
So
just
lovely.
It was like a major awesome trip for sure.
Sounded like it. There's nothing like spending time with our kids who are now adults. Like you guys, your kids are at the beginning, mine are like a little way in, and I am blown away by how much they enjoy being with us.
Yeah.
I love
Maybe
it.
because the teen years were so rough.
And see, I can't say they were.
They weren't for me either.
No, I just assumed it would be like, yeah, of course they're gonna love us. But like we plan to do things together all the time.
Yeah. I know. That's awesome. I mean, both our boys are still in college, but their spring breaks lined up. And Brian and I were planning on doing a trip, and we were like, well, you guys probably wouldn't want to come, but if you want to, we could make it during spring break, thinking, no way. And they both said yes. So it was
Or
fantastic.
who wouldn't want to be with you and Brian?
Well, I know we're just so fun.
You are. You're interesting. You're interested. I think that's the key is to be, which I am always so interested in what my guys are doing. And yeah.
How do you be interested but not ask a lot of questions? That
Oh, I
is what
asked
my
a lot of
friend
questions.
well, that's what my friend and I were trying to figure out because when they come home, it's like I have a million questions, but you don't want to barrage them that they don't want to be around and have to answer all the questions.
Right. I am a question asker.
Me
Like
too.
I am in all relationships. I have a million questions
Yeah.
because I'm interested. That's the only reason we ask questions is because we're interested in what's
Ex
going on.
exactly.
So yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Well, anyway, we're back and it was refreshing. You need a vacation after the vacation. I'm still jet lagged because we came home over the time change as well. So it was like a 6 hour issue.
I
But
know
anyway,
you were cracking me up when we were talking on the drive because you were like, I should be over it. It's been like 3 days. I'm like, oh my
mhm.
God, you need like 10.
I know when you said 10, I was like, okay, I'm going to give myself 10.
10 was mine, always coming from the West Coast to the East
Hmm.
Coast when I used to teach in California. It's like, it was a little different then because I was coming home to small children. So
Hmm.
that probably adds a few days.
Hmm.
But yeah, yeah.
Look at your bottle. It matches your sweater, which I love your sweater.
I love your sweater. This is what I love. I love that. Well, I feel like we use the same yarn, but it does look a little different. But we are twinning, but we are still so different
I know. Look at that. This
with
is the
your
first
zip.
time we've looked at each other wearing the sweater together.
I love that your zips.
Well, that was a happy accident, which
Mhm.
is hilarious that I didn't realize, the pattern's called silver lining. So it is the silver lining of my, yeah, let's go back for the people. We were together over the Vermont Sheep and Wool Festival weekend, and all of us were that went, and you all know we talked about this before,
Yeah.
but we were in the booth for Junction Fiber Mill. We all saw the beautiful colors. They had a silver lining sample hanging up, didn't they? And we
Yes.
said the five of us or so had said prior that we want to let's do some sort of sweater together. And to have five minds come up with one sweater is like next to impossible. But we all saw that one and it was like all of a sudden we're all buying our skein or two of junction fiber. And I happen to have this, I think it's called zinnia.
That's what I have no idea.
I don't either, but I happen to have it in my stash already. You bought that one and another one, right?
I I can't remember because I also then they had did they have a sale and I bought a bunch? It might have been in their sale that I bought this.
Maybe. Oh
Mm.
yeah, online. So we all bought it, and then Sue right away whipped hers out in like 20 seconds. Jen though whipped hers out in like
Oh,
10 seconds.
yes, my original one I made I'm just it's such a great pattern.
Hmm.
To me it's just old school knitting. Do you feel that way?
Yeah, definitely. It's the yarn does all the work, and
Yeah.
just when you're like, oh, I'm kind of ready to not have color work anymore, it's over, and then you just,
Knit.
knit, 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 and it's yeah. Yeah, exactly. It's the silver lining sweater, Jennifer Steingass, Junction Fiber Mill, and then Sue and I both on this one have it's like a heathered brown color from Lion brand.
Lion Brand Fisherman Net, which
Yeah.
is used to be at Joanne Fabrics, but I've heard Knit Picks has it,
Oh,
which
more
that
and more yarn stores are carrying Lion brand.
well, I'll tell you, the Fisherman wool, I would use it for every sweater I own.
I have to say it is really
Mm.
nice. I mean,
It's nice because it gives the earthy, crunchy feel
hmm
when you're knitting it. I like a sticky yarn. That is my go-to. I think it's because I started knitting in that time frame.
hmm
Um, It's interesting though, because my other one, which I can't remember if I've ever worn here, but it's more of a soft, soft, soft tanny gray with greens and yellows and I don't know what else. I think really just greens and blues and yellows, but
hmm
different shades. That to me speaks to who, like, that is me. That is
hmm
my look from when I was in high school on. And it's interesting, I went to Connecticut last week and I bring all my hand knits now because I love wearing that. And I have so many that I knit this year.
Yeah.
And I showed up with my gray one and my friend was like, "Oh my God," they were both like raving about it. I was like, "Oh, it's my favorite. I made another, but this is my favorite." Then the next day I wore this one and my friend was like blown away by this one. Like, oh my God. I was like, really? Like, I love it. But I
hmm
feel like the other one is so me with my
hmm
khakis and jeans. And she was
hmm
like, I don't know. This one's pretty fantastic.
The coloring on this one looks so good on you.
Thank you. It's not my go-to. I love it though.
You look good in the brown, Sue.
I'm kind of into brown right now.
Yeah, having
Mhm.
your brown moment.
My brown moment. Yeah. And I don't know about you, but I love when people compliment what I've made.
I know.
I
And
really do get like, oh, thank you, I made it.
I know. And then they're like, what? I love when they don't know, it doesn't occur to them that you made it. Like it
Yeah,
looks like it's from the store.
yeah,
Because then it's like, or really
yeah,
high-end store.
yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
made it.
So
And then
I'm
they're like, oh, how long did it take you? And it's like, you
no
know,
conversation needed.
no, we don't need anything after, it looks
Uh,
amazing.
I know, I know, but I love that we're twins.
Yeah, we're definitely twins. When I knit mine, I don't know what happened. It was taking me forever, and I was like, this is feeling huge, but we're just gonna trust the process. And I ended up with like 8 inches total of positive ease, like that I did not want on here.
Yeah,
And it was like, what do I do? What do I do? And I had just had a bunch of confidence with putting zippers in because I put a zipper in something. What did I put a zipper in? I'm blanking. But I thought, let me just cut out a big chunk of
so
my
brave.
sweater. Like, so I just cut down the middle, I folded it back, decided how much I wanted for ease because I did want, I knew it was going to be
Oh
a
yeah, you
jacket,
do.
so I wanted it to be bigger. And I literally took out 8 inches. and I just plopped the zipper in. I still want to put in like a ribbon. It's still pretty raw. I'll hold it up. Well, you can see how I
I
just cut.
love when you put a ribbon in that area.
Yeah, and I have an orangish and cream kind of ribbon that I think might go well. It's upstairs and I haven't tested it out yet, but yeah, so I actually went to Joann's to look for a zipper and there was nothing. I wanted a zipper that you could zip down, but it also zipped up, the kind like a jacket zipper. They had nothing hanging there. And I noticed, how they have that display with all their zippers. They're all hanging on those little hooks. And I looked down and I noticed there's like this cesspool of darkness underneath all the zippers and there's drawers in the front. So I thought, well, maybe one fell. I don't know. So I pull open the drawer and there's all these zippers in the bottom of this drawer that people had dropped because they fall off the hook and they just fall into, and there was my zipper.
Oh my gosh.
A little hint at
I
Joanne.
think you're so brave. But you're right, because you had said to me, well, I'm not going to wear it.
Yeah.
So it's perfection.
At one point, I was going to turn it into a pillow. That's why I had the zipper confidence. I made that pillow. I don't have that in here with me, but yeah, I
Yes.
made the pillow with the Lori Holt chunky thread and it needed a zipper. So
You know
anyways,
what the worst part of the entire thing is? All that knitting.
I know I saved the chunk that I'm like, can I make like a little pin cushion or,
You probably could do something with that beautiful color work.
I know it's two strips of color work. It's upstairs by my sewing machine
That's a
because
lot of
literally when I
knitting.
cut it and folded it, I just sewed.
Yeah.
I did a zigzag stitch to hold it down. Really, and then once I sewed in the zippers, it was really held down. So I don't know, maybe it's gonna
Well,
disintegrate, fall apart.
you did it and it's beautiful and impressive, and we're twins.
Yay. Anyways, well, what else have you been up to?
Oh my gosh. I have been in a real making phase, spending lots of time with my making and really enjoying it. I've just found this different work-life balance that I'm kind of really enjoying
That's
right
good.
now. So in the past couple of weeks, I've been stitching like crazy.
Yes.
Before that, I was knitting sweaters, like literally knitting sweaters, and holy cow, I'm just obsessed with making sweaters at the moment. So
Mm,
I've been really making and finishing a lot. It feels really good.
I know. I want to see some of it. Do you want to talk quickly about your other sweaters? I have two sweaters as well I could show, and then we could get into the
Yes.
stitching, or should we get into the stitching?
You know what I'm thinking? Let's do stitching for people that come for the stitching, because
Mm-hmm.
I only have the sweater that you're working on. And
Mm-hmm.
I want to see all my others are, I think it's two others. But this winter, I will, if I finish the two that I have left, I will have made 6 sweaters this winter. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, it's a lot of mindless, like these are mindless once you
Mm.
get this piece done, it's just sit in a corner and knit and watch TV.
Right. And it's true, like for people who are like, oh, I could never knit a sweater. Really, it's just like you have to think a little because you follow the pattern. How do I cast on and get it going? And then then you knit, and then it's like the increases and the color work you think about, and then you just knit, 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 knit. It's
Yeah,
all these little junctures of thinking and then not thinking for a long
not. But we'll just talk about this last thing about this sweater. Don't you love her increases? I can't remember what they were, but they're brilliant.
Yeah, I don't even remember what they were.
Something about I don't remember, but they're easy and
Yeah.
you can't see them.
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
They're brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, so let's start. Have you been stitching at all? I know you haven't had a huge stitchy bug going.
Well, I was going to take some stitching to Hawaii, and then I just wanted to grab and go a knitting thing that I could knit, 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 and not think about. And I'm so glad I did because I didn't really have the bandwidth to pull out stitching in Hawaii.
Stitching for me is not as much of a travel sport as knitting is.
No,
It
exactly.
requires, for me, too much space,
Yes.
um, good lighting,
Hmm.
comfortable place to sit where you can, it requires a lot. It's not an away sport for me.
No, me neither. So that's why I don't think I've been doing more knitting, crochet, finishing things like my punch needle coasters, try and really playing around with Lori Holt's chunky thread because I did a knitting pillow with linen stitch. And I just it turned out so well. And
Gorgeous.
I love that. So I
You'll
that's the
have to
kind of
put a
needlework
picture in
I
here.
yes, I will put a picture right around there
There.
somewhere.
I love when people, and the picture will be there.
Yeah, how do they know? I
Oh,
would say it's going to be right there and then
and it would be like over there.
no, and I know you can move it, but anyways. Yeah, so anyway, I want to see your stitching.
Okay, so I have not a I never remember all that fully finished, but I have a finish. And our friend Holly sent me beautiful bags because on one Periscope morning or Instagram Live, I pulled this project out in a plastic bag. And she said, I need you. And it was on one of those days when you're just kind of feeling blah.
Yeah.
Arrived in the mail,
Oh, I love that.
this,
Oh
and this,
my God.
Holly.
Oh, those are adorable. Look at them.
Adorable.
Oh my
So
God.
I have a new stitching plan.
Hmm.
So I'm trying to work on a Christmas, a Halloween or fall, and then I'm obsessed with the animal crackers and a
Yes.
sampler. So I've kind of picked those projects out and I'm kind of like rotating through them.
Mm-hmm.
The animal crackers, I'm absolutely obsessed. And hopefully I have it in here. Hold please. Oh my gosh, if my life right now is just a little out of control. Okay. Oh, I should iron.
Oh.
Look
Oh,
at her.
yeah. How many inches tall is that? Roughly.
Magical Power 8.
Okay, so it's bigger than I thought.
They're substantial without being too big for what I want it for. So I still haven't gotten the interfacing, but I have my sawdust. And then I thought I might back it. What do you think of that?
Ooh, hold it up again. Oh, yeah, it kind of goes with her dress.
Yeah. I
I like,
wanted something like, tone on tone.
yes, I love it. I love
Okay.
it. It looks like it matches your linen really well
It,
too.
it kind of does. Don't forget at the end, we need to talk linen.
Oh, yes, I've got some of that right here.
So then I started, I think she's Clover.
Oh my gosh.
She's
Look at
so
her
fun.
little roses on her
I know.
apron. That's adorable.
She's so much fun. So I'm doing them on 36 count right now with my eyes is my go-to.
Yeah.
Um, it's not, I find with my eyes lately, and I think I've determined it's dry eye and I'm still waiting for these drops to show
You and
up.
I both. Oh, still waiting for the drops?
I'm gonna go buy them at this
Yeah.
point. It's like, um, but it's just we stitch to relax. So if I'm getting frustrated,
Yes.
I don't want to stitch. So
Right.
and 36 count is just beautiful. I believe this is millstone. So I
Yeah, it
worked
looks like
on
it.
those two.
Mm,
Then I had
adorable.
a huge debacle.
Oh, I want to hear all about it. The
It's
debacle.
it will
Scared.
just it will just look away if you can't deal with it because it's gonna distress people.
Oh God.
I'm so mad at myself because in my gut I could feel it, but I couldn't figure it out.
Oh no.
I know.
I have all kinds of ideas like running through my head,
Oh, it's hideous. You're gonna be
like your yarn, your thread floss bled, or you ran out of space on your fabric,
oh,
or
no, 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 it's worse than all of that.
oh my God.
So look at this. This is my Christmas piece that I'm working on.
Oh, it's
Take a
beautiful.
look, because it's not gonna look like this soon. That entire tree is like 3 stitches off.
Oh,
It's a lot.
three
Because
stitches?
it's symmetrical. 3 or 4. It's
Like,
symmetrical.
wouldn't you say it's off? Oh, it's not right in the center of the. Well, don't put a Z on your alphabet and cut it up.
Well, So, but it literally throws the entire thing off. So the tree over there, that all has to go. I already pulled out a little.
Oh my
It's
God.
not the end of the world. And because I did spend some time saying, I don't know, let me think. Could I throw out
Yeah.
another motif? Could I
And
do
you
this?
couldn't come up with anything.
I knew in my heart I wasn't going to enjoy 1 second of stitching on it until I moved the
The whole tree.
tree. So this is my plan. Every day I'll pull out four of the stars and put it away.
Okay.
And that's manageable because it's not the lost time stitching. It's more about picking it all out.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned with the red, and of course, I'm worried about running out, but I did get two more
Yeah.
skeins
Oh,
anyway.
good.
Um, so my concern is the red will leave a bit of an imprint on, but it's not because I started picking it out and I'm just gonna do the whole area and then take probably like a tape or something and do this and then kind of do this to get
I feel like I've seen some tool. Lori Holt has a tool that I think Fat Quarter Shop sells. That's a
to help cut it out or
to
to,
help, like it's sticky sort of, and it pulls stitches out. Maybe I'm dreaming this.
you sound like me. And it's not the end of the world. It
No.
takes your breath away initially. It really does. And then I am a problem solver and I am pretty good at it. And I just could feel in my heart, just like I felt when I was stitching it, there was something off. I could feel it in my body.
Yeah.
And so where it is, I finally located it this morning. It's right down here. I left out a whole leaf. I
Oh, that's
started
what
the
caused it.
bird without putting a leaf in.
Okay. And then you use the bird as your point to start the
Mhm.
tree.
And the
Mm.
other thing is the tree flies.
Yeah, it's very symmetrical. It's
Yeah.
fine. You've made your decision, and it's
Yeah.
smart to not make a big deal out of pulling it all out. And pretty soon you're gonna forget that that ever happened.
Yes, and I'm going to enjoy restitching the tree. It's not like, oh my God, that was such a bear. I can't do that again. I was thoroughly enjoying it. I don't even need to look at the pattern once I get
Mm.
going, although I probably should. That might be where it all started. Oh, but it's beautiful. So this in my thing, so I have an animal cracker I'm working on. This is my Christmas piece, which will
What?
probably stay out year round.
Oh, yeah. Do we have a name for that?
Yeah, we do. Thank you for asking. I love it. The pattern is great. Dasher and Dancer, Hobby House.
Oh,
It's
wow.
beautiful.
It's stunning.
And it's monochromatic.
Yes.
So that makes it easy. The worst part is I am not good at stitching in an orderly fashion. Like I get bored. So who knows where that star stopped or started.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I have my great scissors. What do we call those that I
Mm-hmm. The Kohanas.
got?
Yeah.
Ohana's makes a difference.
Mm,
There's going to be red thread everywhere in my house.
yeah. And that's you're using DMC?
No, I'm using Soie d'Alger.
Oh,
It's so pretty.
it's so pretty. Oh
It's
my God.
stunning. So I did work a ton on this in the last 2 days.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's the great debacle.
Oh, you figured it out.
That feels better knowing now because I knew it wasn't lining up with the O, but I didn't know how off it was. Like I was kind of in denial and didn't want to look at it.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Weird.
We've all been there.
Yeah,
Like,
it's really weird.
oh.
It's like, no, it's off a stitch. I can deal with a stitch. It's off, I want to say 4. That's a lot. And
Yeah,
it's a full piece.
that is a lot. Sorry
Yeah.
for the yawn.
Okay, so that's my Christmas piece. This is my
Halloween.
Halloween fall
It better be. Oh my gosh. Oh
that I
wow.
really want to finish.
Yes, you will. Oh, look at the cat on that pumpkin.
I
Oh,
know, isn't it
yeah,
spectacular?
it really is. It's such a good one. Oh, are
And
you gonna
it's
be, you're gonna be having a lot to finish with the animal crackers and that one. Are you going to send that one away to your lady?
I don't think so, because this is very different than the stockings that she does.
Oh, yeah.
It's very different.
Mhm.
And I feel like I need to start being able to do these things.
Yes, you could finish that so easily with your cute little sewing machine up there, your featherweight.
Okay. Thank you for having that.
I'll come again and maybe we should just have a
I was
finishing
gonna say,
weekend.
just come and we'll finish all my stuff together.
Just
Or
like
you
last
will
time.
while I watch.
Yeah, no, or like last time we just sit and knit.
Oh, that was the best though.
I
So
know.
that is, I
Olga's
love it.
stocking.
Yeah, I've wanted it forever. I stitched that amount up so quickly last end of summer, fall.
Mm-hmm. I might have those. I think I have that in my shop.
Do you?
Yeah. I don't think I have it kitted up, but I have the pattern. And I have a few more. I just looked back there. I have a few more Stacy Nash animal crackers too in my shop. Not many. They really sold fast. I'm trying to decide if I should get more.
I love her new frog.
Oh my gosh, it's so cool. I saw yes, I saw Tiger Lily. She's
Yes,
doing the frog.
had she started it? I this is how I watch
I think
podcasts
she
now.
is.
I
Yeah.
watch 15 minutes and then I go on to a different one. And then
Me
I watch
too.
15 minutes and I go on. It's
I
ridiculous.
flit around too.
Okay, flitter. Okay, so I haven't decided on the sampler. I have two that I'm choosing from. I'm so tired of my house having bare walls. Like
Mhm.
my living room, it needs to cozy in because
Mm.
it's just white walls with a few, I have two walls with samplers, but not enough.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
So I'm going between this one, which I've always loved. Again, why didn't I iron?
Oh, yeah. Very good.
Yeah, is that what it is? Thank you. I'll
Mhm.
bring out the pattern. I think it's a Sassy Jacks design. I'm
I
pretty
think it
sure.
is. Yeah.
I love it. I know it's on Legacy something. I'm not sure, but Legacy Linens, which is that what I want to say? Legacy? No, Picture This Plus,
Yeah.
which is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one I buy if we don't have, or if I saw this, I would buy a bunch of Picture This
Mm-hmm.
Plus.
That one's just,
So
I love the colors of that one.
what is it? I feel like I know and I don't. But it's, so you can see it, it's not in color. I'm also trying to pick projects that I can reasonably get done.
Mm-hmm.
Like not, although the next one isn't reasonable, but I want it done. All right, it's very good. I'm trying to see if I have a cover photo. I think it was a PDF that I bought. Nope. Anyways, it's Mary Good Sassafras Samplers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's the Sassy
So
Jacks.
it's a choice between this one. This other one is really nice. And this is another Picture This Plus. Oh my gosh. And I worked on this and
Oh,
got a ton
yeah.
done
Oh my gosh,
the
that one.
last time I had it out.
Consider the lilies.
Consider the lilies.
Oh my gosh.
Now, the fabric is too big. I still have to cut it down.
Mhm.
That's still pretty gigantic.
Yeah. Tons of little motifs on that one.
Yeah. The fabric isn't quite reading. The fabric's a little yellower than it's reading.
Yeah.
If you notice, they both have Adam and Eve. I don't know why. I really like Adam and Eve samplers.
They're
I think it's the tree.
Yeah, the tree and just they're all so unique looking, Adam and Eve. So, I
They
don't
are.
know. They make me laugh most of the time.
Well, because they're really funny looking.
Yeah. Look at
Dog.
his muscles in his leg or his knees. Does he have gout?
Those are his knees.
Or is that Eve holding the apple? I don't know.
It, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I just love it.
Yeah.
I actually want this one, and what's the other companion one? Same size, same idea, swallow? No,
Oh, consider the lilies and I don't know, everybody's probably screaming at
they're
me.
screaming. I have it. I would like one to be on one side of the window and the other on the other over my couch.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
So
Oh,
those are my stitching plans.
beautiful. I think you've got very solid plans in place.
It feels good. I feel like I'm flitting, but I'm flitting focused.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Very good. Very, very good.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want to talk about now?
I have quilting.
Oh, you have quilting. I should have brought my quilting down. I wasn't even thinking.
Well, I'll show it because it's really quick, and I feel like then I'm going to hand the floor over to you. But
Yeah.
my English paper piecing is,
French general.
yeah, doesn't it just like the impact of it on your eyes, I think is stunning.
I love that taupey one with how you fussy cut the.
Well, I didn't.
You
That's sheer
didn't?
luck. No,
Oh my God.
sheer luck.
That's funny.
Yeah. So taupe, so I'm using two jelly rolls. I think they're both the same, very
Mhm.
similar, if not the same. But I like interspersing the taupe in with it. Like it'll be a lot mainly this, and then
Yeah,
taupes will show up.
pretty. Mm.
If you know me, you know there's no way I could have a pile of these and not start putting them together. And I'm sure I'm doing it very unconventionally and haphazardly, but I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah. I mean, as long as they're not falling apart.
Well, not yet. So then I have these.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that is so
I
pretty. Oh,
it's just so pleasurable to look at.
mm-hmm. Mm, so pretty.
Here's another taupe one.
Ooh, I like it. Ooh, oof, oof, oof.
And this one. And then I have a bag with three more to make upstairs.
Already cut out, ready to go.
It's not for the faint of heart.
Mm-hmm.
My least favorite part is making the hexagons.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite is sewing them together. And I take out, there's so many schools of thought on this. I take out once it's all,
Yes. When you've got stuff attached around it.
yes, like this is the back of this.
Yeah.
And I will say, it's one of those, the more you do it, you find tricks and all of this that most people probably already know. But I
Mm-hmm.
do a lot of actually bending that hexagon in half, line
Mm-hmm.
it up and to sew it. And I'm really
More
rough with it.
aggressive with your
Yeah.
see, yeah.
Yeah. I'm very rough with it. And my dream is I'm on a 4-year plan. I would
Mhm.
like to have it done in 4 years. And I think I want to hand quilt it. I think.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like it's just one of those, there's going to be so many memories in it and so much time spent on it.
Yeah, that you'd want to hand quilt it versus
Yeah.
send it away to a quilter to just do what they want to do.
Yeah. We'll see. I have to come up with a plan of what that would look like, the areas I would quilt. I'm
It's
done.
so funny that you prefer sewing the hexies and I prefer cutting them out and gluing them down.
Well, see, I always want to be sitting sewing, so I get really impatient. And honestly, I can only cut one flower at a time, and then I have to sit down and start sewing.
Hmm.
I don't know how I think I have three ready to sew, and that was a throw something on the computer to watch and just stand there and do it.
I mean, I just want to sit at my sewing machine and sew. The picking with the needle into the paper, I hit the paper all the time. And it's like, oh, and then my finger, it's a painful process.
Well, I got the thimbles that or the little
Yeah,
sticky that helps a lot.
yeah.
Helps a lot. I think for me, it's just I'm really into slowing down, and that's slow and steady and honestly, I did not work a long time to get to where I am.
Mm-hmm.
Because the more you do, the better you get, the faster you get. And
As everything. And then it just grows and grows. Oh, it's so beautiful. I
yeah.
worked a little bit on my flea market flowers before I left for our trip. And that was kind of fun to get back into it. I had to kind of not relearn, but just remind myself, how did we do this again? And, cutting her, it's Lori Holt's method of applique with her, it's the flipping inside out and it's a very easy way of applique.
It is. I really want to dive into that.
Yeah. That is a definitely it's a lot of preparation, a lot of cutting of your fabric and getting all the right, like I got there's I don't know, maybe there's like 20 different applique squares that you're making, and I got all the fabric for each square, and they're all in their separate bags, and yeah, it's kind of,
See,
if you're
for
gonna,
me, that would not
yeah,
would want to do that way, and my brain would not let me. I'd be like,
yeah,
well, I did three.
I'm like, can I make a table runner out of this? Like I'm getting to that point where I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but even as far as, and I think that's one of Lori Holt's tricks, is she's incredibly organized. She's very
Yes,
methodical and
yes.
organized. I
Mm.
am neither of those.
Right.
And it's not by choice. It's just
Yeah,
how my brain
right.
is capable of that.
Yeah. And what relaxes you the most.
Hmm.
And
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I know I'll be in the mood to do it again because I really do enjoy using my sewing machine to do the zigzag stitching all around the applique once it's applied onto the fabric, and using different colors because I've inherited so many. And I know people are going to be like, oh, it's old thread, you should be using new thread. No, I just want to use my grandma's thread. It's really good thread. And it's,
Yeah.
came in the biscuit tins, and I have all these colors, and it's just so fun to throw them on. And I've done a little test, like, is it really the thread is strong? It's as
Yeah.
strong as my other
Well,
thread.
and it's not like a child is going to be using that quilt on their
No.
bed and rough and tumble.
Yeah.
And that's kind of how I look at it
Mhm.
is, I don't know.
Mhm.
I love the thought that you're using your grandma's stuff. That is amazing.
Yeah, I think I mean, it's meant to be used, right? It was handed
Mhm.
down. I mean, and some of it is half off the spool, and some of it is brand new spools, and they're old spool. Like some of them are on wooden spools. So,
Now, who was I just watching that I feel like this is ringing a bell where she was doing something similar?
hmm,
God, either that or I was dreaming it. My dreams are crazy lately. Could have been a
hmm,
dream. But
hmm.
it's ringing a bell with me. And she was talking about how sturdy the old threads are.
Yeah, I mean, if it's anything like anything that's made now versus back then, I feel like, I
You're
mean,
fine.
from our furniture to what we eat, like everything was
Agree.
better, but I don't know.
Yeah, I totally agree.
So yeah, I feel pretty confident with the thread, and I just like the thought behind it for
So
sure.
tell me this, and I watched the video, I just don't remember. Are you, are they being stuck, the flowers being stuck to the fabric or pinned to the fabric?
Um, when I make the flower, what am I doing? It's a little combination of both. I
Okay.
take I make all the designs with her applique method, which is really cool. I mean, it's just using her, it's like a sticky back. Is it even sticky? No, it's not, because
No, I
you're
don't think
just,
it is.
no, you're tracing your image onto, um, how do you explain it? So I have like a square of her, what am I trying? Yeah,
Interfacing.
thank you, her interfacing.
I knew
And
something
then,
sewing related.
oh my God. And then you just trace out on your fabric the image. Let's say it's a heart. And you sandwich those together, right sides
Mhm.
together. You go to your sewing machine and you stitch around the tracing of the heart. And then you cut around, leaving just a little, like, quarter of an inch around the sandwiched thing you just stitched, and you take, you look, the interfacing side, I just snip a little hole in it, so I'm able to open up, you flip it inside out, iron it, and then you've got your applique piece that's ready to go on your big square of fabric.
But when you put it on the big square, are you
Yes.
gluing
What?
it? Not glue, that's not right, but you know what
No,
I
it
mean.
is right. Yeah. Sue glue. Sue Daly has a
Oh, I
glue.
have some glue, yeah.
Yeah, Sue glue. You just a couple little drips around the edge, tacks it down. Now you could use a pin. And before I tack it down with the Sue glue, I get, because you're putting a stem usually and a flower and the petals. I usually use just a needle to get it in place and measure, make sure it's center, and then I'll come in with the Sue glue and just put a dot of glue around, and that holds it until you're ready to go to your sewing machine and really zigzag it or do it by hand.
Well, because you know I
Okay.
want to do it by hand.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So the Sue glue is it amazing? It's a really great glue.
I feel like I use it even for English paper piecing. It's not a
Sue
drop one, it's the sticks.
stick. Yes, this is a drop, and I
I
wish I
think
was
I have
upstairs right now
some.
to show you. I actually have it in my shop for sale too. Um, yeah, it's just a nice, it's sticky, it gets sticky fast. So once you put, you have time to move it around, but then after a couple minutes, it's down really well, but you still can rip it off if you need to.
You need to.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making me want to go start that.
And then I almost think like it washes. If you put it through the wash, it'll wash
It'll
out.
come off.
Yeah.
I would say that's probably true.
Mhm.
Just gut. I have
I
no
mean, maybe I'm
knowledge.
crazy, but I feel like it's a glue, it's a tool that really will kind of make or break your happiness. Like glues
Yes.
are so, there's applications for every type of glue. I mean,
Yes.
so you
Well,
have to
it
have the right.
makes sense. You don't need all the millions of pins. It seems more secure.
Yeah.
Okay. I had to see what it said in the corner. So this meeting is being recorded. Thank goodness. I was like, I wanted to make sure it said is, not isn't. Um, oh yeah, I'm kind of all about the needle. I've been knitting so much that I feel like I'm going back to the need for a needle. But can I tell you, what's with my hands killing me?
From knitting,
No.
from needlework.
Yes, because like of course I stitch for hour. I do stitch for hours. And oh my gosh. And I'm not like, I know. That hurts.
That's good.
But oh my gosh, I can't stand it. I woke up the other morning like in pain.
Oh, that's not good.
I know, but I'm not gonna stop. Sorry, don't do
No, no, we can complain about it to each other though.
Yes.
For
Yes.
me, it's my shoulder, my whole
Oh,
shoulder arm. I gotta stop and stretch.
yes.
Oh.
I've got this going on right
Mm.
here and this. I know. Thank you. I needed that. And that.
Oh, for both of us.
And it's my whole right side, my hip, my shoulder, my hand.
What the other day I was sitting there, I'm like, let's just like what parts are hurting me right now as I'm sitting here? And I'm like, okay, my head, I have a headache, my left elbow, my right hip, like literally just sitting there.
I
So
don't like it. I
dumb.
don't like
So
it
dumb.
one bit.
No,
And I'm never gonna stop. So don't even consider ever telling me
I
anyone.
know.
Look at
I
that
know.
bag.
Oh, thanks. I know. Isn't that fun?
Did you make it?
Oh yeah, no, I wish. No, when I was in Portland for the Rose City Yarn Fest last year, we went to a little gift shop next door to the yarn store, and I was like, I love that bag for a
It's
project bag.
so cute. And what a great size
It's a great size, and I love the handles. It has a magnetic closure, but that's a joke. Like you can only have stuff up to here.
to
If it's
close
a
it.
little farther, the magnet just pops off, but that's okay. I plop in all of my yarn fits. I mean, all my what 17, 18 skeins of that we needed for
I need to see this close up because it's so gorgeous.
yes, we do you have yours?
I do.
Okay.
I
So
need a
is
sleeve.
it,
That's all I need is a sleeve and it's sitting here.
oh, you're waiting till I get to that point.
I am.
This is the storm sweater by
Storm.
Petite Knit. what an awesome construction. How this came together. And I am loving these charts. I'm so used to color work charts and reading them the way you do for color work. This makes my brain think a little bit differently with
Yes.
those backside rows.
So I've never done anything where I've gone like this on a chart
I don't think I have either.
ever. Because Chelsea was like, Mom, do I go like, do I just keep? And I'm like, no, it's not symmetrical. And I get, is it? I don't
Well,
know.
it's brilliant because you can look at the chart and see what the texture is going to look like
Yes.
on on a flat piece of fabric.
And look at how wide the cuff is.
Wow.
That's the cuff. And because I said to Chelsea, I'm like, it's so wide. Do you like it? She goes, I love it.
Does it looks like it'll kind of billow out a little, huh?
It does. And it doesn't like, see how this hugs?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It doesn't. And she wore hers on our
Huh.
last podcast. I love it.
Hers is gorgeous. Hers is a green color that's beautiful. And seeing all the solid colors, it's making me like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have done a tweed. Mine
No,
is,
I want to see yours close. Oh, it doesn't pick up.
it
Well,
doesn't pick
little.
up.
It's not picking up the colors. It's Rachel. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, see the red, the
There you
blue.
can see it. Oh my gosh, it was worth the wait.
I thought it was fun. It was unlike anything I have. So
Yes.
yes, but loving this construction. If I wouldn't say it's a beginner sweater just because of the so many things that I've realized I just know like but you have
Yeah.
to trust the process.
You absolutely do have to trust it. You do.
Not read
Oh my God.
ahead very
But
much.
now, wasn't it funny because I was getting used to doing color work, so every time a pearl came up, I thought I'd have to drop. Did you find yourself doing that? Like in my mind, it meant a change of color, so I would drop the thread and go to,
Oh, how
oh no, I'm using this. It was
well,
so
in
fun.
my mind, I had just done that huge pillow and linen stitch, and the pearl, it was a knit, pearl, but the pearl you slipped, you didn't actually purl. Like I was saying it in my head, knit, pearl, but really it was knit, slip as if to purl, knit, slip as if to purl. And so I would like just slip and not do the purl. And I'm like, what is my problem? That took me a while with the ribbon.
I would totally be doing that.
But so same thing with you with the color work, you're dropping
Yeah,
your
I'd be like,
thread.
oh shoot, I gotta bring in the other. I'm like, I'm not doing a color work sweater. It was so funny.
Maybe that's why I've really enjoyed the texture part. It's just, and it's not hard because it's sing-songy like when you're doing Fair Isle and it's like red, green, red, green, red, green. This is just knit, pearl, knit, pearl. Yeah.
And if you can read your knitting, it's even better.
Yes.
So like if you can read and then know what it's supposed to look like, it makes sense that the pearl's gonna go over one.
Yes,
Over
I've been
one.
doing that in
Over
my
one.
mind too.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. So yes, so now
Love it.
I am to the body where it's going to take a while now. Now it's going to feel like it's a little
It
long.
does take the sleeves, I will tell you, are so fun. I don't know what I'm waiting for on this because the sleeves are so fun.
Oh, you're waiting for me.
I am. I'm waiting for you.
We're both using Peer Gynt.
Love it.
Yep, Peer
I'm
Gynt.
afraid to look at how many I have left over there.
It is amazing how fast the 50-gram ball, it's fun. It just eats it away,
I love it. I love it. I love it. I'm afraid to look at the bag. I'm so ridiculous.
Well, you only have sleeves, so maybe you could, well, here again, I'm sure the color ways are very similar. They've got their dye process,
Yes.
the science. This is another petite knitter. This is what I took to Hawaii because it was just knit, constant knit. Oh, it looks good in the picture.
Oh, it's
This
so
is my
pretty.
Anker tee. This will be a t-shirt and it's done on 2.5 needles, 2.5, size 2.5. So literally when you go from the storm sweater to this, it's like I am knitting with toothpicks and dental floss.
That
Perfect for
yoke,
Hawaii.
the yoke is stunning. The drape is beautiful.
It is, oh, it's
It
wonderful.
looks so silky.
It is silky. There's no silk in it, but it's knitting for olive, cotton merino. So it's half cotton, half merino, and
I've
it
never
is
used hers.
gorgeous. I'm gonna find a nice ball to show everyone.
Oh,
This is the color, I think, oh, it's called rhubarb rose.
I love it.
There we go.
I, as a yarn dyer, it's what I do for a living, and I love working with our yarns, but it's a treat to work with someone else's yarn
I bet.
because we work with our own so much
Well, and you
that
probably always feel like, oh, we should use our yarn. If I'm gonna knit something, I should use my yarn.
yes, and I love to, like a giant bird just flew by. Oh, it's giant. It's snowing here. Have we talked about it snowing here?
We had snow the last 2 days, but it all melted yesterday, and now it's cold, but it's a beautiful day.
Yeah, it's not melting. It's cold here. Um, yeah, I mean, I love using our yarn and I use it for so much, but something about the treat of, oh, let's try something different. We just know our yarn so well
Yes.
in the feel of it, but I do really enjoy like branching out and using, especially for solids. That's where I really go
Oh yeah.
to someone else, like a more of a what do I want to call that? Like a
Like a tonal or a like
yeah,
just
but what
plain
kind of
sew.
company where the dye lots you don't have to worry about, you don't have to
Yes.
alternate skeins and
Like
all of that.
Sandnes yarn and Rowan and yeah,
Yes, yes.
Lion brand. You were crocheting too. Did you bring your crochet?
I didn't bring it and it's so fun. Let me
So
see.
I sell these in the shop. Lori Holt came out with her Floribunda Rose tutorial, which uses two greens, a gold, and chamomile, that cream color, and then all of her reds. She's just so good with color. And so I thought, let's make it easy for people. Let's kit it all together. You can go on my website. I've linked her video that is the tutorial for these Floribunda roses. Um, and so it's all there in my listing, but yeah, so I've got these in the shop.
So
And
what are you going to make with that?
well, I don't know. I put them all in a little box like this, and I use the pink, it's what, 3.5 millimeter hook of
Okay,
her.
can we talk about
I
that?
love her hooks, by the way.
Okay, but let's talk about how we know sizes of hooks. I do not do the numbers on crochet hooks. I do the letters.
I know, that's the
Why does no one
old-fashioned
do
way.
the letters?
Why are they not?
I don't know because I know letters. I don't know numbers.
I know. I used to know letters, and now I don't know anything. I know color. I know it's Lori's pink one. I don't know. You can look on your knitting needle gauge usually has the crochet gauge on there too. And the crochet one has millimeters, centimeters, and the old-fashioned,
We need letters.
you know. But here,
Oh my gosh, that would make a
there's
gorgeous sweater.
yeah, maybe I'll do a little cart. It's cotton though.
Cotton's nice though in a
This is a
sweater.
really nice cotton. It feels like cotton, but it doesn't feel like cotton. And I swear it has a little bit of give to it that makes crocheting it easier. Because I love crocheting with wool.
Same.
That
Well,
reason I go ahead.
I was gonna say that cotton typically has no give to it. Oh my gosh, Rachel, they're gorgeous.
They're so fun. And it is such an easy. Lori put out two videos. Her first video, her hands were a little out of the I don't know if Cassie's like on vacation or something, but poor Lori. So she had to kind of re-record, and both videos have so much good information that, yeah, but I don't know. She's got different ideas. Like she made a scarf with the squares for a dress that she got, and that looks fabulous. Maybe I should, maybe I will make a cotton cardigan.
I would. It's beautiful.
I saw the coolest post yesterday. It was Jack Black
Yes,
and
I saw it
Jason Momoa wearing the granny skirt cardigans.
for the movie Minecraft or something. I don't understand
I
those.
don't know, but we need to research that a little
Yeah,
bit more, don't we?
yeah. I saw
I
it. I
can
was dying.
I know, if I can find it, I'll plop it in here. But that made me all of a sudden want to make a cardigan. I've made I forget the name of it from Tanis, but it's the pullover and the granny squares are a little bit bigger. But I don't know, cardigans are just so easy to wear.
Mm,
And
I
I
agree.
saw a cardigan that had all the granny squares, but then the sleeves were it was like a solid color sleeve, and the ribbing on the
Granite
edge
square.
was striped, every stripe that was in the granny squares, every color. So they were striped, and then they did a really cool, kind of like members only jackets, how they had that elasticy neckband. They did the ribbing and the striped, all the colors too. And it was such a cool, funky, vintage yet modern take on the granny squares. I don't know. If I find a picture of it, I'll plop it in here because I screenshot it a few
I
times.
wouldn't mind making a cardigan. I
Yes.
also like, oh, for a while there, I think it was on Pinterest, they had granny squares, but they were longer and they were really more like a coat. It was gorgeous.
And this one, technically they stand up a little bit, but I did block them kind of
Yeah.
flat. So I don't know. Or I could make a whole blanket, but I don't know if I'm up
Oh,
for
you
that.
know me. That's what I'm making, another blanket.
Maybe. Yeah.
Now, I forgot I was working on that. It's in the living room that I could also be very drawn to that later on today. But crochet really hurts my hands.
Oh no.
It's a real workout for my hands
Wow.
because
And then your with your hook?
it's for me, it's a tighter process
Mhm.
and I grip the hook.
Yeah.
Like knitting needles, they just kind of float for me. I don't grip them
Yes.
a lot.
I have to agree. And watching Lori's first tutorial, she's used to being, having her hands doing work in the screen and not like, but with crochet, when you're trying to do a tutorial, I notice when I'm crocheting, I'm like pulling the yarn, you know,
Oh yeah.
it's like an aggressive sport compared
Oh,
to
it's
knitting.
an aggressive sport. We got a lot of sports that are getting dangerous for us.
If only they burn more calories.
I know. Well, we
Oh my
use
God.
a lot of muscles. I know that.
In the shop too. So I have that kitted up, and you gave me some fun, great wisdom advice on packaging some other colorways. So I've got kind of the
Doilies.
tonals in the shop. This is I just called Grandma's Summer Garden. I've got a colorway that's all, let's see, this one is
I
Grandma's
need to start making those for
Spring
my kids.
Garden. This is Grandma's Apron. So it's all in the shop. Just take a look if you're interested in crocheting or even learning how to crochet. These are great little starter kits for you to get the
Well,
yarn you need.
it's so nice because you've grouped colors together. So people don't have to look at all those colors and decide what works and doesn't work. And you can also get a lot of projects probably out of that one bag of colorways of
Yes.
yarn because there's a lot on there. And it's like, for me, I don't know. I don't know if it's because I live somewhere where shopping
Yeah.
is not a thing.
Yep.
Convenience of knowing that you've picked out 6 colors that look beautiful together.
Mhm.
It's so convenient. It's a luxury for me.
It is, it really, I agree. It's an easier way to buy online when there's over 50 some colors of Lori's. I mean, how do you even begin? Even though I have each one photographed, it's like I don't know what to put together. That's
It's
why I really
overwhelming.
appreciated Lori put together,
Mhm.
her favorites. If you do end up getting the kit on my website, just know that the greens, you burn through them a lot faster than the other colors. So if you plan
Yes.
on making a lot of squares, you might want to pick up two more, or, of each of those green colors. But
And how great to have the 2 green as say you use them both as backgrounds and then you alternated the squares. Do you know what I mean?
totally.
It would look really cool.
Oh yeah. So
I
fun.
love crochet. I
Yeah,
love crochet.
me too. Me too. I am so into the crochet. These just came in the shop.
Oh,
You want to get patriotic for your 4th of July. They're vinyl, so it's perfect by the pool or lake. And they're box bottoms. So
I was just gonna say the box bottoms are different.
yeah, so That's nice. I can put a couple of sock projects in here, even my like my I mean it's the same size as my bag that I'm using for my anchor. It's bigger, good grief. And my
Yeah.
anchor tee. So yeah, these are really fun. Lori Holt. And I'll get it up a little closer. It's like the quilting.
Quilting. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
beautiful.
And I love these vinyl ones for outside.
I
Like if
agree. For
you're
the summer.
for the summer, if you're sitting on your Adirondack chairs outside, the grass, you just set this on the grass, you don't feel
Oh,
precious.
well, and also, I don't know about you, but also for travel, there's so much
Yes.
easier. Even if you're in a car, I find like I'm always throwing my beautiful bags on the floor, and I'm like, you do feel like, oh, these are so beautiful, and it's landing on the
Yes.
floor. So
Exactly.
I think for travel, they're good too. I'm going to
Yes.
show my sweater quick because people are going to be like, why didn't Sue show what she was working on?
Oh yeah.
My no frills.
Yes. Another petite knit.
Petite
Wow.
knit. Petite knit is like crushing it right now, I think.
With us
Um,
at least.
I feel like every podcast they turn on, they're talking about petite knit patterns.
Is it a one-woman show or is Petite Knit a whole corporation?
I have no idea. I know
I don't
nothing.
either.
I know
Yeah.
nothing. But this is with our, what colorway?
Or a painter's palette?
Breathe?
Oh, breathe
I think it's breathe.
or hope.
No, Chelsea's doing hope.
Okay, I knew one of you was doing
It's
hope.
breathe. It's breathe.
Yeah, that's
Breathe
gorgeous.
in our cozy toes, which is our cashmere base, which is so lovely, and a strand of mohair. And it's another one I'm just knitting round and round and round.
Yeah.
Chelsea finished her first sleeve last night. Like, I gotta catch up.
Those I was surprised. I've worn my mohair, my knitting for olive combo, which is similar to that.
Mhm.
And with that mohair, I was like, I won't be able to wear this sweater until I'm 80 years old and get cold again. And no, it's one of those sweaters where I didn't wear a winter coat. I walked into my knit group with it and I was comfortable outside. In the car, I was comfortable. And then when I got into knit group we go to a Panera Bread, I didn't get hot in there either. So it worked with me. Like I thought I would just, no, I
Melt.
really liked that mohair.
I'm very excited about this sweater. I cannot wait to finish it.
Mhm. Very nice.
Love it. Sorry.
Knitting in the route.
Didn't mean to interrupt.
I also got a new Blackwing in shop. This is the new Blackwing, just in time for basketball. It is a Blackwing Volumes 11, the Bill Russell pencil. And Bill Russell, do you remember the name Bill Russell?
I
He's a
do,
famous
but I don't.
basketball. Yes, he won 11 championships in 13 seasons as the heart of the greatest dynasty in basketball history. So it says he revolutionized the way basketball was played. A dominant
Wow.
defender and rebounder, he transformed blocking shots into an art form, and he had an unselfish style of play that redefined what it meant to be a star. So he was an amazing basketball player and a good person too.
Very
Nice.
fun.
Now this is the soft graphite. So it will be, I love the soft graphite. Soft graphite can also be found in, well, I don't have it on me here because I'm using it all the time. It's in all my bags, but it makes the darkest color and it's so fun too for sketching. I know a lot of people use a lighter, like a more firm graphite for sketching, so you can't see it very well. Then you come back to it but I just love using this soft graphite for
Yeah.
writing.
Oh my gosh. I have mine all over the house. I have to hide them when the girls come because they're so precious and they would like want to use them to death.
I cleaned out a portion of George's room a while back and I found so many of my Blackwings up there. He loves the Blackwing pencils too. But you made me think too of Blackwing. You want to start sketching. In your last podcast, you mentioned you want to get back to it.
Yes.
Some of your old photos.
Well, and for me, I have two go-tos when it comes to drawing and painting, and one of them is like I'm a fine like a renderer. So you
Yeah.
start with the harder, you go softer, softer for the, that. So when you said that, I'm like, where's that box you gave me? And it was sitting right where I thought it was. So I am going to use them because I think they're
Oh,
going to be fantastic.
I have several very fine artists who have amazing Instagram pages that buy pencils from me now.
You have to send me who they are because
I will.
I love
Yes.
to have a
One
feed
does
like that.
one does these amazing murals in like Iowa. I have to check. I'll send you the link, but I love following him.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah.
know. I have to, it's so ridiculous. I'm the same with these quilts. Like I have to build up the courage to do
Well,
it.
yeah. I mean, it is a different, it's like, okay, I've got an hour. What should I do? Should
Mhm.
I get back into that sketching? That means I need to find everything. And I mean, it takes more
Effort.
mental effort. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. And it's not like at my fingertips but I really, I'm itching.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Oh, you know what I got? I went to the knitting store in East Lansing where our son
What
number one
is
goes
that?
to school. Well, they have these little things. I don't, it's like a vessel. It's kind of one of those 10,000 villages, they make them and I love this thing. You have so many little things all around your station. And I'd have this all on the table and it was a mess. And now I just put a lid on it. This would be great if I had like a dog who cared about my things and would get into them or a cat. But I am
Yes.
loving this. Woven Fiber Arts in East Lansing has them. But I'm sure you could find similar home decor things, and it looks so
I
good in my living room, and it just holds all my. And then when they have these big versions of these at yarn stores. They're they hold all your
yeah,
doohickeys.
yeah,
I
love it.
I found these on Amazon. You get two of them for like pennies. They're technically pill holders.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
So go
so great for stitch holders and
but oh yeah. I mean, and all these little compartments open up. I should
yeah,
have filled it, but I just got it. So, and what I love about it is it's magnetized. So it's so satisfying.
so satisfying.
And then these things they had at Woven Fiber Arts.
What am I looking at?
I know. Blew my mind when I saw how these worked. I'm sure everybody knows about them, but I don't. I didn't. You've got all your different needles. Like for this sweater, the storm sweater, I've got like 20 different needles out. It's just a Velcroed thing that you can attach, put your knitting needles through here and the cords and they hang and I can
Oh,
write with a Sharpie the sizes. Am I making sense?
yes. I have on my yarn racks over there, I have my needles hung like,
It's a mess and I can never and then I'm always like, okay, how long is this one? Is this 40 inches? Is this 24 inches? And I can put, if I want, I can put all of my 40-inch size ones in one. Like I have a basket devoted to socks and I have zeros, I have ones, I have 1.5s, I have twos sizes. And then I've got 36s when I just do one at a time. And I've got 40s when I do two at a time. And they're all jumbled together. And
oh,
I should just,
that's
you,
amazing. So do you want to hear the funniest thing ever? Holly texts me one day and goes, Sue, what do you use for needle organization? I was
he's
like,
asking
Holly,
you for organization.
I was like,
That's
Holly,
cute.
you're barking up the wrong tree here. It's not gonna happen with me. I
That's so
just
cute.
laughed. I was like, oh my, I used to have a drawer when we were moving. I had a drawer full of needles. I took them all out and I handed them to a friend. I was like, they're yours. She wanted them. She was willing to go
Yeah.
through them all, and I think she gave them to her daughter.
Oh, how nice.
Yeah.
I have a divider box. It's a box that's got like, I don't know, 15 dividers in it. And then I wrote, all my size ones, all my size twos, and then I just shove them in the dividers. I think it's for like greeting cards back in the
Well,
day.
Yes, you can also buy like an accordion envelope if you want to be just super basic. Like that's
Yes.
probably what I should have. I still wouldn't manage it because I would be done. I'd throw it on my desk and go, I'll put it in later, which would
Yeah.
never happen.
Yeah. There was a time in the beginning I was using Ravelry, their needle. You mark in, what needles you have. They had a needle organizer kind of thing, an electronic one. Oh my gosh, no, not anymore. But I feel like with this Velcro thing,
I like it.
I do too. I think it
Because
was
then I think what I would do is have all my ones in one, all my
yes,
twos. I think that's what I would do because then, and just mark them 1, 2, and then it's like at least you know where the numbers are.
exactly. And
Uh,
you can see, you can just pull them and see which ones are longer. Pull
mhm.
them out. And then I also have like 80% of my needles. I don't, maybe they're the right size and length, but I prefer a certain type over, no, I definitely want the metal and I want the Chiago cord, or I would like to use the twist, or yes,
I have started to go over to, oh, see, I was trying to be really good and keep them all in their original packages.
I've tried to do that too.
Okay, I've got, I was gonna say, but now I lost all the packages. Oh my gosh. Um, I've gone to these.
Yeah, that's my go-to as well.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was really doing a lot of zings
Yes.
because they were inexpensive and I really liked them.
Yeah.
These are definitely pricier and I love them.
The join in the cord is
The
just
cord
and
is
the metal.
fantastic.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
and I love my Addies, but I hate that cord now that I've lived with this cord.
Well, it's funny because I was an Addy girl through and through
Me too.
until all of these new companies started coming up in Addies. I used to spend a fortune on them.
They are expensive.
They are expensive.
Yeah.
I think these are my new favorites. Chelsea kind of converted me.
What are those that?
The Chowgo.
Yeah, the Chowgo.
Yeah.
I think they're distributed out of Detroit, and they have some sort of like, I wonder if they have a little warehouse or something you could go to. That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I
Look
know
into that.
most of Yarn carries them and maybe even I think my local shop, What a Yarn, even carries them.
I think every shop has Chiagu now.
Yeah, yeah.
Chiagu. I would say Chiagu.
Chowgo, Chowgo.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you to everyone who ordered.
Thank you.
We had such a great update. I do have a few left, which feels so good to have some left in my shop, but very few. I'm gonna tell you, all of 36 is gone, except for the nor'easter. There is a couple of 36 fixes left in nor'easter, and nor'easter, it photographs a little bluer than it really is.
I love Nor'easter.
Keeping it in the, I do too. What color would you, I mean, when you're dyeing this, are they grays?
It's meant to be gray. I remember the first time I dyed a ton and when it came out and when I spun it dry and that was when I was ironing it before it hit you. It was like, I was so mad. I was like, oh my God, it's not gray gray. It's like blue gray.
Mhm.
And I was really concerned about it, but it's become one of our most popular colors. It's
It's
beautiful.
it's gorgeous, and it
It's
would look
gorgeous.
so good with the spring stitching right now. I see so many things from Market that would look so good on
So
nor'easter.
good on it. Well, and I'm doing the what is the Fox and Rabbit Gorgeous, which that could go into that
Mhm.
might be a with the
Mhm.
bright colors.
Mhm.
Looks so good on that.
Mhm. And
Some
there's several of
Liz Matthews,
Liz Matthews and her mom, Kathy
Kathy
Barracks,
Barrick.
that would look amazing on they really hit it out of the park, I think, with the Market stuff.
They always do.
We didn't talk a lot about Market, but
Yeah,
oh, gorgeous.
yeah.
And then Covered Bridge, I do have a few left of Covered Bridge in 40
You do
count.
you
It's like,
do such a good job. I am so grateful that you are the finisher of my fabric.
I hope you like how it comes out.
Oh, oh my gosh, I could not get it to that. Oh,
And this is Boston Tea Party,
tea party. You had a
which
lot
let's
of
talk
that.
a little bit. I don't have any dunes on me here, but Boston Tea Party and dunes at dusk.
So they are basically the same color, but one is lighter. So I applied less to the dunes. And so the intention was for you to get a lot of dunes because people love dunes.
Yes.
And it came out too dark. So
Mhm.
which is such a gift that it can just go right over to
Yeah,
Boston Tea Party. And it's a beautiful color.
it's
Um,
gorgeous.
it is a beautiful color, but your shipment, so the fabric came, so I'm so excited. Your shipment, your next one will have lots of dunes.
That's great.
Yeah.
The bo this batch of Boston Tea Party, what I think is so cool about it is one side of it looks just like this. And if you flip it around, and it doesn't work because it's all the same size. But if you turn the back side around, it's almost Dunes at Dusk. So it reminds me of vintage country mocha from Zweigert, how it's so versatile. You can use either side. I I don't know if you can
Well,
do that every time, Sue, but I think that
well,
is
and
so cool.
honestly, that's true of most of the fabrics they send you is don't, which I'm sure most people that get fabric look at both sides and see which side they prefer.
Who knows?
Yeah,
They should,
yeah, yeah.
because it could be different. And that's what was so fun with this batch. I was like, I don't know, maybe we should be doing this every time, Sue. Is that a happy accident?
Well, it's so funny because like yarn dyeing,
Yeah.
I really have so little control
Mhm.
over how it's going to model, it's sheer luck. I mean, I definitely have techniques to create things, but
Mhm.
the end results is just not in my control at all.
Yeah.
It's like how I apply it, all of that.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I've told you, I am loving dyeing fabric right now.
I love that you are loving dyeing fabric because I love when I get a shipment from you because it's
Yeah,
just so fun to
yeah,
sell
it
it,
is. It
send
is.
it
And I
out.
feel like I have it down where I can keep a steady flow instead of like, oh, I can dye a ton and then none for 2 months. And
Yes.
I'm really, I'm really blown away by how long it took for me to be able to get back to that point.
Mhm.
I really thought like, oh, you move and you just, it took this long to be able to say, oh no, I can dye fabric again on a regular basis.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I don't know why.
Well, it's all good.
Yeah.
There's plenty of fabric in the world, and everybody, I think, continued stitching
Yes.
last year, but
Yes. So I did get a lot of people were asking for 46 count. So I did
yeah.
order a bolt. I'm very excited about dyeing it and seeing how it goes. And if people are like gobbling up in 2 seconds, like we'll just keep going that route.
Now, my guess is that 46 is going to take the dye even more. So, I notice like when you go down in number of
Mm-hmm.
threads per inch, it gets
Mm-hmm.
a little lighter and lighter, and then Ada is definitely a lighter.
Ada is a whole different animal when it
Yeah.
comes. So you can't buy Ada by looking at a piece of linen because
No.
they take it so differently,
Yes.
so differently. But yeah, I'm so curious what it's going to be like.
I know.
I'm
So
so curious.
next update, when do you think you're going to be able to?
I think it's going to be happening starting, I think next week is going to be mainly Schitt's Creek, the collection, for
Mhm.
yarn. So I think it's going to be near the end of next week into the following week. So probably beginning of April to be
Mhm.
realistic. Now it
Yeah.
could shift and be earlier, but realistically the beginning of
Yeah.
April.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah,
And
so
if anybody has any colorways that you're not seeing come out in a while, shoot us a comment below and let us know.
yes.
Um, yeah.
I know people are loving dunes. I know that's already a plan to do, you
Mhm.
know, all the sizes in dunes. I haven't done
Mhm.
millstone in a while, so it's kind of kicking that one around if people want it.
I know. I think probably Dunes, Millstone, and then I don't know, maybe should we try, look at now we're business talking, but should we try like an oldie that we haven't done in a while, like
I have to look at what I have.
oh, Schooner
I
or
thought of Schooner. So hold on, let me look. My dye books are hysterical. Like they say nothing. Same
I'm
as
thinking
my
they're gonna be
yarn.
like chemical equations like
No,
H2O.
no, not at all. It's all notes.
Hmm.
Let me see where Schooner is. Well, because we had some club ones that were pretty great.
I know.
Um, Schooner, we may try that one.
Schooner is more
Old
goldeny.
North Church, we haven't done. Yeah,
Oh,
Schooner is just a creamier golden colorway.
yes.
Old North Church is a little browner.
Hmm.
I haven't done, it's called New England
New
Gray.
England gray.
And that's a whole different gray.
It was definitely a
It's a
black,
gray.
it's a black gray. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That one,
Yeah, I think the Nor'easter is
yeah.
a good solid gray. And do you
Yeah.
ever think we should have a new colorway?
Yes, we can
I
do
won-
that.
I wonder.
We can do that. I think I am going to go for Schooner though, because I know Popover was really popular. The problem
Ooh,
with Popover, there is a problem with Popover. There's a lot of error in Popover because of a dye bleed through. So I don't love doing it. It's costly.
I remember that now.
Yeah, I think if we stick with Schooner,
Hmm.
we'll have better luck. Little business talk for all of you out there.
There you go.
But I'm excited. I love when it's all ironed and labeled, well, pressed. You do the final pressing, but the
Mhm.
pressing labeled in piles on my new kitchen island long old
Mm.
table. I line
Oh,
them up and I'm like, I made all those. It's
uh-huh.
so weird.
I know. We've got our processes down now. I have the same moment where I'm like, oh, they're on my table behind me and they're all lined up, ready for the orders to come in and package and
Mhm.
ship them out. So,
Well, and honestly, I feel like that is the shift is I finally have the process down to being very, like, even though I'm unorganized, when I'm making something, I am very um focused and I have to have a flow to it in order for it to work well. I
hmm
feel like I finally have that flow down.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's not like, oh, I'm dyeing fabric and it's
Yeah,
gonna
I
work
gotta move
out.
out everything and
Yeah, it really works. So
good. Well, good. Well, we'll keep producing here. That'll be great.
the goal. We
Oh,
are releasing our advents for any of our knitters out there, which if you're a knitter, you probably watch my podcast with Chels, the Legacy Fiber Arts podcast, but um Advent release is April 1st or 1st. We are so excited about it. It's really good. Go watch our last episode. You'll hear all about it.
yeah. It's really gonna be fun.
It's gonna be fun. I'm so excited about it.
Well, you can tell them what it is here, can't you?
It is, but I can't remember what we named it. Oh, I know. Okay, hold on. This
Sorry.
is Chelsea and I, our last podcast, like we own this business.
That was
It's
so funny,
ours.
you guys.
It's ours. We don't know the name of anything, but we own it. But yeah, okay, so I'm not going to talk about the 12 days. It's fantastic and we have it, but we haven't named it yet. But our big one is called Legacy Cinemas Minis and Movies.
Oh, there you go. Right?
Yes. So we have picked 25 movies from, I want to say 80s and 90s,
Mostly 80s, I
mostly
think.
80s. Do you think they are?
I don't know what am I. Well, the ones I was throwing out too were 80s.
Probably mostly 80s. Oh, it's going to be so nostalgic. We're encouraging people to watch all the movies as they're
I know
opening.
that was fun. That was a fun idea.
Yeah, like really, really get into it. And then our um Our Sunday one is going to be four of our favorites out of that grouping, like we always do, and it's going to be called, I'm pretty sure we're calling it Sunday Matinee.
Oh, cute.
Well, that was totally Leslie. Uh,
Oh, I love that
isn't
idea.
it perfect?
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
exactly, it was like in my brain, this thought, but I couldn't grab it. And when she said
yeah.
that, it was like, that's what I've been trying to grab all this time.
You know, Sundays too was such a old movie. When I was a little girl, Sunday afternoons would be all the black and white movies on the three channels that we'd get
Oh,
on
yeah.
TV.
Love it.
And my mom, if she was watching TV or had it on, doing other things in the background, it would always be an old black and white movie. And I was just, ugh. And now I am loving going back and watching some of these old black and whites because they're so slower paced. It's
Oh,
not all these camera angles and a whole, uh, it's just some nice music, some nice dialogue, and good, like some of those movies that they can be really like racy. I
yeah.
was shocked, the innuendo.
Yes. Oh, yeah. I mean, the 80s, you're going to find a lot of them are very, like, not okay anymore.
Yeah, that is now it would be considered inappropriate, but like the
Yes,
40s and 50s, oh my gosh, some of the movies that I've been watching are they're so good. They're just so good and slow and you're relaxed and you get so into it. Whereas I
yes,
feel like when I'm watching a movie now that's a more modern movie, sometimes I'm doing other things or I don't know, I'm starting it, stopping it. It just seems so much more
frenetic.
frenetic.
Yes. Chelsea, I think, nailed it when we were talking about it. It's like those movies were before cell phones, before
Yeah,
social media. So that wasn't part of the movie even. Like
isn't that crazy?
there's so much now where that's incorporated and it has a whole different feel.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, we are beside ourselves excited. I have to admit, this is
Hmm.
probably the most excited. I say this every year, but this one I think is going to just nail it.
Oh, it'll be fun.
Yeah,
It'll
it'd
be
be
so
really fun.
fun. Oh my gosh. Okay,
No,
cool.
so April 1st.
April 1st, which is not that long away.
Yep. Oh, it's not. Where did March go? Holy cow.
I know. Seriously. My boys are done with their years, their college years, like end of April. They're home. Well, one is home, one's staying, but
Can
it's
you
great.
believe that?
No.
Like,
Shock.
so Alex is a senior next year. Am I right?
Yes.
George, his
That's
first year flew by.
oh my gosh. I feel like George should be a senior, all the stuff he's done. They both seem like they should be done with school this year, but no.
Yes.
Anyway.
So great. So
Yeah.
great.
Okay, well, that concludes our floss toss. How do we end this?
I can't remember. We'll be back.
We will
Whenever
be
we get
back.
here, we will be back.
Yeah, and let's hope
We try.
I want to get back into my stitching. I want to get into a flow with one project. And I feel
I
like now that
know.
it's lighter out, I've been having the dry eye issue too, and it's blurry, and I'm trying like I mean, my kids laugh at me. I have like three pairs of glasses here at my computer because I'm always trying to find the one that works for me.
Same,
I have
same.
glasses everywhere.
I know. I feel like by isolating a few projects, although this Christmas one's kind of throwing me off track. I think I'm just gonna ignore it for a couple days, I think.
A
And
good timeout.
yeah, but I do think if you can zero in and just focus on a couple, I
Mhm.
don't know. I'll say that and next time I'll come back with like, I have four brand new projects that I'm gonna have for Christmas.
Uh,
Yeah,
And I'm not doing that Christmas one anymore. I threw it out.
I threw it. Oh gosh, if I wasn't so far along and it wasn't silk, my old MO would
Yeah.
be just throw it out and start over.
Yeah. Yeah.
But feels like I've made too much of an investment, so
No, it'll be fun.
be fun.
It'll be
All
good.
right,
All right.
friends,
Bye, you guys. Take care. We'll see you at the next episode.
we'll be back.
We'll be
Goodbye.
back. Bye. How do I turn this off?
Oh no, that's you're in charge of that.
Uh, Stop recording.